Once upon a time, in a land filled with green meadows and sparkling streams, a most unlikely friendship blossomed between a frog and a mouse. They spent their days exploring, sharing stories, and enjoying the simple wonders of their world. One bright spring morning, the frog, feeling adventurous, turned to his little friend and said, "Come on, pal. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, let's go for a wonderful walk." The mouse, always up for an adventure with his friend, squeaked in delight and eagerly agreed. They scampered and hopped through the tall grass, their hearts full of joy. Their journey was perfect until they reached the edge of a wide, rushing river. The water glittered under the sun, but for the little mouse it was an impassable barrier. He looked at the swirling currents with wide, worried eyes. The frog, being a natural swimmer, just laughed. "Don't you worry a bit," he croaked. "I've got a brilliant idea." The mouse looked up, his whiskers twitching with curiosity. The frog puffed out his chest and explained his plan. "You just climb onto my back. We'll tie your tail to my leg with this strong piece of reed. I'll do all the swimming and you'll get a first-class ride across the river, dry as a bone. It'll be like you're the captain of a ship." The mouse thought it was a fantastic plan. He trusted his friend completely. So he carefully climbed onto the frog's slippery back, and they tied his long tail securely to the frog's strong leg. With a mighty leap, the frog launched them into the cool water. At first, it was exhilarating. The mouse held on tight, feeling the gentle sway of the water beneath him. He was amazed at how effortlessly the frog navigated the currents. He felt safe and sound, enjoying the unique view from his perch. The riverbank they had left behind grew smaller and smaller, and the other side seemed to be getting closer. He was so grateful to have such a clever and helpful friend, but as they reached the middle of the river, where the water was deepest and the current strongest, a dark and wicked thought crept into the frog's mind. A mischievous, cruel grin spread across his face. He thought to himself, "Wouldn't it be funny to give my little friend a surprise? A little dip in the water won't hurt him." He forgot all about their friendship, all about the trust the mouse had placed in him. With a sudden, swift movement, and without any warning, the frog took a deep breath and dived straight down, deep into the murky depths of the river. The sudden plunge caught the mouse completely by surprise. He gasped, but only a mouthful of water rushed in. The frog, of course, was perfectly at home underwater. He could hold his breath for a long time and swim with ease, but the poor mouse was not a creature of the water. He struggled and kicked, his tiny lungs burning for air, but he was tied fast to the frog's leg. He was dragged down, down, down into the cold, dark silence. The light from the surface faded, and his struggles grew weaker until, tragically, they stopped altogether. But the little mouse had drowned, betrayed by the one he called his friend. The frog, his cruel prank finished, surfaced a little while later. He didn't feel any remorse, only a strange sense of emptiness. The lifeless body of the mouse floated to the surface, still tethered to his leg. The frog began to swim towards the shore, dragging his former friend behind him like a terrible, silent accusation. As he swam, the mouse's body, now lifeless and swollen, bobbed on the water's surface. High above, soaring in the vast blue sky, a sharp-eyed eagle was on the hunt. From its great height, the eagle spotted what looked like a perfect, easy Miller plump mouse floating on the river. With incredible speed and precision, the eagle folded its wings and dove towards the water, its powerful talons extended, ready to snatch its prey. In a flash, the eagle gripped the dead mouse firmly and began to ascend, climbing back towards the sky with its prize. But the eagle got more than it bargained for. As it lifted the mouse, it also lifted the frog, who was still tied to the mouse's tail. The frog croaked in terror, kicking and squirming, but it was no use. The reed was strong, and the eagle's grip was even stronger. The eagle, unbothered by the extra weight, carried its double catch high up to a craggy peak on a distant mountain. There, perched on a rocky ledge, the eagle proceeded to enjoy its unexpected feast. It ate the mouse, and then it ate the frog. The frog's wicked plan, his betrayal of a trusting friend, had led directly to his own demise. He had tied himself to the fate of the friend he had wronged, and so the story teaches us a timeless lesson. The evil that you do to others has a way of finding its way back to you. When you dig a pit for someone else, you often end up falling into it yourself. It's a powerful reminder to always treat others with kindness, respect, and loyalty for our actions. Good or bad, create the path we walk. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story and the lesson it holds, please consider subscribing to our channel and giving this video a like.